Many of the environmental problems that humanity faces today originated with the rise of the Industrial Revolution. The tribes that lived off of the land and that were not part of the Industrial Revolution had been largely wiped out. Some still exist in the deep Amazon rainforest and the Congo rainforest and a few other locations. Their way of life was often considered not civilized, and most of it has been wiped out. The economic and political systems that dominate capitalism, socialism, and theocracies all have terrible track records when it comes to the environment. The socialists like to talk about the evils of concentrated wealth in capitalism, but in every socialist system, wealth is concentrated in the hands of an elite, corrupt, and abusive few. Some of the most sadistic regimes have been socialist and religious theocracies. The reality does not match the rhetoric, neither for socialism nor for theocracies. Human rights abuses are far greater in theocratic and socialist states than in liberal democracies operating on capitalist social welfare platforms. This does not mean capitalist systems should be blindly accepted and that improvement must cease to be the goal. It does mean that people selling socialism or theocracies as paradises are lying and being deceptive. The oil-rich theocracies live off of socialist and capitalist systems that buy their oil and gas. All they offer, with few exceptions, are systems of intolerance, religious bigotry, environmental waste and destruction, and terrible exploitation of many of their foreign workers. Qatar is a prime example. They export violence, terror, bigotry, and intolerance. Foreign workers, especially women and laborers, are often abused in the worst ways imaginable. If not for the oil and gas beneath their ground, which supports their abuse, intolerance, and the bigotry they export, and lets them live in fat cat luxury, they would be no different than the nightmare organizations and regimes they support and prop up, including far more than just the Hamas and Afghanistan's Taliban, which they support. The Taliban has mired Afghanistan in poverty, intolerance, and horrible human rights abuses, including child marriage, terrible oppression of women and girls. And this is just but one example. Socialism is not the answer, and neither are theocracies. This is not an opinion. It is fact that can easily be confirmed. Do your own research. Do not be deceived by seductive promises.